Hello and welcome to Teen Perspective 2 News. I'm Jen Little.
And I'm Connor Wallace. It's already March, which means that everyone is starting to stress about prom. But before the big night, there's a big problem, the price tag. According to USA Today, teens across the country are spending an average of more than $600 on prom. Prom is most expensive in the Northeast, $100 higher than the national average. In Maryland, the prices for the tickets vary depending on the venue. At schools like the Baltimore School for the Arts, prom is held on campus, lowering the price. Schools that opt for catering in venues like M&T Bank Stadium will pay a higher price tag. Roland Park Country School charged $100. North Hartford students will pay a little less at $75. The Baltimore School for the Arts at $50. Annapolis High School at $80, and John Carroll at a pretty penny of $110.
The dress, the makeup, the shoes, and the ticket. These are just some of the expenses during prom season. The Aberdeen Lioness Lions Club hosted a Cinderellas Closet to make the process a little easier. Teen Perspective's Jessica Carnevale got a chance to visit this event.
That's right, Jen. On March 2nd and 3rd, Cinderellas Closet had a prom dress giveaway for those who aren't letting a price tag affect their special night. Cinderellas Closet is a nonprofit with the goal help young girls find their prom dress.
It's so rewarding for the girls, their family, and for us to be able to offer dresses for free and shoes and accessories, and the prom itself costs so much to go to.
Not only is Cinderella's Closet benefiting the girl, but also her parents.
It was very nice. The ladies were lovely. They treated us well. They helped us shop, and we laughed, they laughed, and we all had a good time.
Happy customer Amaya Green shared her experience with us.
I didn't really have any expectations. I didn't really know what I was walking into. I was just really hopeful with the photos that I compiled on the internet that I'd find something I liked.
Cinderella's Closet takes donations from dress stores and anyone else willing to donate. Although the dress giveaway has already happened, Cinderella's Closet is still taking donations. If you want to help, check out abc2news.com/teenmedia. For Teen Perspective 2 News, I'm Jessica Carnevale.
You may think that homeschoolers miss out on pivotal teen activities like sports, clubs, and dances. But with more homeschooler proms popping up, there's no reason to feel like Cinderella before the ball. The Christian Homeschool Support Group is hosting a high school prom on May 5th. It will be on board the Spirit of Baltimore. Tickets are $88.50. For more information, go to homeschool-life.com/md/Umoja.
Once a year, students from the Baltimore School of the Arts gather and perform to raise money for their school. Teen Perspective 2 News reporter Kyla Jackson takes us inside an annual Expressions fundraiser.
For decades, Expressions has been a major part of Baltimore School for the Arts fundraising efforts. Sponsors and donors contribute to fund scholarships, master classes, cultural outings, and supplies. All artists from Baltimore School for the Arts get to showcase their talents in the gala. Students who are involved in different arts work together to put on the show. Junior vocalist Daisy Kern says participating feels like she's giving back.
Well, I have been a performer since I was 9 years old. Been performing at venues as a kid, and that's kind of how I've been raised as a performer. It's one of my favorite things to do, in all honesty. It's what I live for, it's performing. It's my passion. So that's why I'm so grateful to be able to perform at BSA this year, because I mean, it's like I'm giving back. It's like I'm giving back with my passion.
I think the show will go really good tonight. The dancers, the actors, the vocalists, the musicians, they all have worked really hard for weeks. And they put a lot of effort into all of their work and what they have been through out in rehearsal. So it's definitely going to go really good well, and the audience will definitely love it.
The Foundation and Development Director, Carter Polikoff, says the school will raise over $600,000, which will be invested back into the high school. For more information, go to bsfa.org/foundation/special events. From Teen Perspective, I'm Kyla Jackson.
Imagine being the son or daughter of Will Smith. What would you do with all that money? Jaden Smith, along with his dad, created an eco-friendly water company called Just. They have vowed to donate water every month to Flint, Michigan schools until the city's water is drinkable again. 9,200 water bottles have already been donated. If you want to donate, visit unitedwaygenesee.org/Flint Water Fund.
If you're like me, going to the grocery store is pretty easy. I write a list, hop in the car, and fill up my cart. But for some in the Baltimore City area, it isn't that simple.
You may have heard of the term food desert. They're neighborhoods where people don't have access to healthy foods. They caught Mayor Catherine Pugh's attention earlier this year as she replaced the phrase food desert with healthy food priority area. Regardless of what you call them, the problem is bigger than you might think. If you gathered everyone in Baltimore living in a food desert, it would fill up M&T Bank Stadium twice. Food deserts are identified by 4 main factors: low household income, low vehicle availability, long walks to the supermarket, and low supply of healthy food. In a study published by Johns Hopkins in January, it was reported that about 145,000 people in Baltimore live in food deserts. The report prompted city officials to hold press conferences and develop an 8-point plan to tackle the issue. But what most people don't see is the work happening on the ground. This is Gather Baltimore, a nonprofit that's been around since 2009.
We try to rescue food, what we call the number 2 or unsellable foods.
These are foods that weren't pretty enough for the grocery stores, but are still perfect to eat. Here, nothing gets wasted. Their giant grocery bags are filled with more than 50 pounds of the fruits and veggies that people living in food deserts can't get. All they ask is a $9 donation.
What I give you for $9, you cannot get. So you can get my bag of food, take your other little bit of money and go get some meats and stuff for your family and make a very good meal.
Located in the Remington neighborhood outside of Druid Hill Park, many of their customers come from food deserts themselves.
We live a long ways and it's easier on your family to.
I like to make sure that my sister, my nieces, my nephews and all have healthy food. And this program is just so wonderful.
I've never seen any place in this city that does what we do. This is the best kept secret in Baltimore.
Visit Gather Baltimore's Facebook page for more information because they will be moving to a larger space next month. The need is growing. It's important to note that since the release of the Johns Hopkins report, Baltimore officials have made some progress. The city partnered with the Salvation Army to create the nation's first nonprofit grocery store. It will impact around 1,200 families and serve as the Salvation Army's test site. Mayor Pugh said that she hopes more stores will open in the future.
This March, we celebrated International Women's Month. As Team Perspective Daniel Bishop says, some well-known companies took the celebration a step further.
Large brand name companies such as McDonald's and Barbie went over the top to show their support and love for women everywhere. McDonald's is Lovin' Women's Month. To commemorate, the company flipped their arch upside down to resemble a W instead of the famous M in honor of Women's Month. 17 brand new role model dolls have been released by Barbie's company, Mattel, this month. The dolls resemble real-life female figures such as NASA mathematician Katherine Johnson and Olympic gold medalist Chloe Kim. Brawny has been flaunting their new logo, #StrengthHasNoGender. In past years, the company replaced their usual flannel-wearing male logo with 3 strong females for Women's Month. This year, they donated $100,000 towards Girls Incorporated, an advocacy project focused on inspiring young girls to enter STEM fields. To memorialize International Women's Day, the Google's Doodle changed its iconic logo to an interactive logo, including the artwork of 12 different females from around the world. Although International Women's Month is coming to a close, make sure you celebrate and appreciate women in your life year-round. From Team Perspective 2 News, I'm Danielle Bishop.
Binge watchers, take note, Netflix is courting a new kind of entertainment, a former president. That's right, President Obama is negotiating with Netflix to produce his own show. The number of episodes and the format are undetermined. The show will be available for streaming to Netflix's 118 million subscribers. Coming up on Teen Perspective 2 News, finding the best way to get ready for the ACT and SAT is stressful, but don't worry, help is on the way. We have different ways to rock those standardized tests.
A program that offers opportunity ranging from sports teams to college prep courses is next. Stay tuned for more with Janae, Aries, and Ebony.
Then, imagine being surrounded by dozens of blissful butterflies. Learn what this Florida company is doing to spread awareness of butterflies and their effect on the environment.
Later, this new movie portrays parents concerned about their teens from prom and how they join forces to crash the party. In hilarious pursuit, watch how parents Lisa, Mitchell, and Hunter track down their teens on prom night. Welcome back to Teen Perspective 2 News. I'm Connor Wallace.
And I'm Jen Little. The SAT is one of the biggest tests for a high schooler. Teen Perspective's Jack Jankowski gives us some tips and tricks for the assessment.
Thanks, Jen. 3 little letters that can change your life. SAT, Scholastic Aptitude Test, and ACT, American College Testing. According to a study conducted by the National Association for College Admission Counseling, 95% of colleges use the SAT or ACT in their admission process, with 60% saying that test scores are of considerable importance. With a lot of stress surrounding the test, we have 3 methods of studying for the big quiz without going crazy. If you are a self-motivated student who wants to go at the SAT solo, the official SAT study book may be the tool for you. The Princeton Review and the College Board offer comprehensive reviews of every skill needed for success on the big test. The books go for about $20 each. An online tutor for the SAT is an option that is growing in popularity. Websites like the Princeton Review offer 25 hours of instruction, plus plenty of practice tests to make sure that you are fully prepared come test day. The course can get pricey, however, as the most popular online Princeton Review courses cost about $1,000. If you are looking for a cost-effective way of preparing for the SAT, look no further than Khan Academy. The popular educational website is the official SAT practice site and designs a personalized practice plan for every student. Studies have shown that 6 hours of study on Khan Academy is associated with an average increase of 90 points. Best of all, the entire prep course is 100% free. However you end up studying for the SAT, I can only give you one piece of advice. Stay calm. The easiest way to make all of the hours of work meaningless is to go into the test so nervous that you forget to spell your own name. Relax and enjoy all the wondrous 3 to 4 hours of the SAT. For Teen Perspective 2 News, I'm Jack Jankowski.
Community Action Partnership, or CAP, provides service for low-income families in Baltimore City to help them reach financial stability. Teen Perspective 2 News' Janae Morris tells us about other programs offered for college-age youth.
Next to me is the Public Information Officer of the program, Ebony Wilder, and Eris Prince, a student that is currently participating in the program. How are you both?
We're well, thank you.
Thank you. Miss Ebony, can you explain what the Community Action Partnership is and what you do for the community?
Our mission is to help households across the city become self-sufficient, and so we do that by providing a variety of services and programs.
What programs does the organization offer for the teens in Baltimore?
Well, we participate in YouthWorks, the citywide summer job program. We also have a competitive basketball league, and then we also host youth at Morgan State University for free financial literacy and College 101 workshops.
And if someone wanted to get involved in these programs, what would they do?
They can visit any of our 5 Community Action Partnership Centers. They're located across the city, and they can come to our website, which you'll share later on, to sign up to participate in any of the programs.
Eris, what programs have you participated in?
So currently I am involved with the Digital Harbor Foundation, and I also do soccer with the South Baltimore Soccer League.
What have some of your experiences been in these programs?
I think both programs are absolutely amazing. I mean, I learned teamwork, leadership, I learned time management, and I guess I also learned how to, maybe like be more social and be more like active.
What would you tell a teen that was considering applying or joining one of these programs?
I'd say that you learn a lot and you have fun doing it because you have teachers and coaches who are there to guide you and help you with anything that you need. So they're both really good.
Miss Ebony, can you tell us anything else about the programs that you offer at Morgan State?
So this summer at Morgan State University, we're going to be hosting City Youth. This will be a free program where they'll have college preparation workshops and learn how to save and manage their money. Along with that, they'll have a chance to tour Morgan State University and also hear from guidance counselors to know more about the college application process.
Can you tell us a little bit more about the basketball program that you offer?
Yes, so one of our centers, the Eastern Center, has a competitive basketball league, and the young students that are on the team, they participate in a league for non-competitive. So we have a summer league that youth participate in, and they travel and participate in competitions.
Thank you. For more information, go to human-services.baltimorecity.gov. For Team Perspective 2 News, I'm Janae Morris.
Coming up on Team Perspective 2 News, you may have seen a bug's life, but have you had an up-close visit with one of the insect world's most beautiful specimens? Watch as your friends and neighbors see dozens of these colorful creatures up close and personal, and find out the best ways to attract them to your garden.
Then, a new movie asks what happens when parents try to sabotage prom night. Check out Blockers on Team Perspective.
Dad, why are you here?
You think I'm gonna miss the most important night of your young life?
Isn't that graduation?
Welcome back to Team Perspective 2 News. I'm Connor Wallace.
And I'm Jen Little. Spring is approaching fast with two major holidays for Jews and Christians alike. Passover is an 8-day festival recognizing the Jews' freedom from slavery in Egypt. Families gather to read the Haggadah, the story of Exodus. Food plays a role in the celebration. In their hurry to escape, there was not enough time for the dough to rise. To remember their haste, Jews don't eat bread and instead eat unleavened bread called matzah. For Christians, Easter commemorates the resurrection of Jesus Christ. It concludes a longer season of Lent. The week preceding Easter is called Holy Week. It includes Good Friday, which represents the day Jesus was crucified, and Easter Sunday, which celebrates his ascension into heaven. On Easter, Christians go to church to honor the life, death, and resurrection of Jesus Christ.
Imagine dozens of fluttering wings, colorful flowers, and red Gatorade. At the Maryland State Fairgrounds, the Butterflies Encounter is an educational experience. As Team Perspective's Brita Miller explains, you can feed the butterflies with an unlikely food source.
Located in Spring Hill, Florida, the Butterfly Encounter traveled up the coast to the Maryland Home and Garden Show. The goal? To educate the public about butterflies and what you can do to see more of them in your very own backyard. Experts say putting milkweed plants in your backyard will attract butterflies. But did you know they enjoy one of the most popular sports drinks in America just as much as you do?
You could soak a Q-tip in red Gatorade. They love that.
Butterflies love anything similar to nectar, so Gatorade and sugar are the perfect thing.
What you want to do is go right up to the butterfly's face.
The Butterfly Encounter manager, Jeannie Shacavelli, explains the importance of butterflies to the ecosystem.
Well, pollination, so we really are heavily into education and the migration of the butterflies. It's so important because they're disappearing and people keep using the pesticides that they do.
Even without pesticides, butterflies are very fragile, with legs that can be easily broken, as well as their wings. In an interview with the San Antonio Express News, Shacavelli says butterfly wings can be fixed easier than expected. You will need the wing of another monarch fitted to the broken piece, but just some crazy glue, a toothpick, and baby powder will send your flying friend back into the flowers. The Home and Garden Show has left the fairgrounds, but you can still experience breathtaking butterflies at the Museum of Natural History in D.C. For Teen Perspective 2 News, I'm Brita Miller.
Coming up on Teen Perspective 2 News, dinosaurs are coming back to life after 65 million years of extinction. See how you can use technology to discover the past. Check out a new app.
And a new movie shows everyone what it's like to live in complete silence and fear. See why a family in a quiet space has us silently screaming.
Welcome back to Teen Perspective 2 News. I'm Jen Little.
And I'm Connor Wallace. Artificial intelligence is shaking up the world. Asian French press interviewed Demi Hassabis, the head of leading British AI firm, DeepMinds. He thinks that it is a mind-boggling device to quicken scientific discovery. The company believes that it will be one of the most advantageous innovations of mankind ever. There are risks involving this new technology, but Hasabi thinks that it relies upon how we as a society choose to deploy it and will result in greater or terrible outcomes. In addition, the ethical questions are at the forefront of their minds at DeepMind.
In June of 1993, director Steven Spielberg first opened the gates to Jurassic Park. 25 years later, the gates will open again through the screens of our smartphones. Inspired through the popular game Pokemon Go, Jurassic World Alive allows you to discover dinosaurs all around you and even create your own hybrid dinosaurs. The game launches this spring, but pre-registration is available now at JurassicWorldAlive.com. Everyone loves going to the movie theaters, and Connor has some great ones that you can add to your watch list.
March is coming to a close, and I have 3 movies that are expected to be some of the best movies coming out in April. So grab your calendars and get ready to save the date. Every teen looks forward to their unforgettable night at prom. But these teens might have a prom night they want to forget.
Dad, why are you here?
You think I'm gonna miss the most important night of your young life?
Isn't that graduation?
Graduation is for losers.
The movie Blockers puts a fun twist on a typical prom night as parents stalk their children.
I'll do anything for my daughter.
Let's hope your prom doesn't end up like this one. Blocker is an R-rated movie and reaches theaters everywhere April 6th. Shh. If you're someone who usually talks during movies, you might want to skip this one. If this family makes any noise, a crab-like monster will track and kill them. This R-rated film will frighten viewers on April 6th. And last, but certainly not least, is the Avengers Infinity War. It took only 6 hours for Infinity War to break Black Panther's $1 billion box office record. Iron Man, Thor, and the rest of the Avengers squad has their hands full with this most powerful enemy yet.
In time, you will know what it's like to lose.
This action-packed film will hit theaters April 27th. So if you have a love for movies, then get ready to pre-order your tickets because these movies will not disappoint.
Well, that's it for this edition of Teen Perspective 2 News. We'll be back with a new show next month.
Until then, thanks for watching. Have a great weekend. Goodbye.